going on, everybody? We are back. We are here for unfortunately, last episode of Pickin' Six for this football season. This is the Super Bowl special. We got some guests on today, and it's finally not just me and Connor for this week. But I always have to ask Connor. Connor, how you doing? How you feeling? How was the weekend? How was the week?
Been good, been good. Basketball been rolling. Had a nice upset Auburn, Arkansas last night. How you doing, Ty?
I'm doing fantastic. AG, welcome. I was going
How's it
around the
going? How's
horn.
it going?
AG.
Hey, I've been doing good with the basketball picks this week too, Connor. Can't complain. Past 2 nights, I've hit some live snipes on the underdogs of a couple games, so we're doing good. Hoping to bring that energy to the Super Bowl. I got a little bit more cash to spend on some player props now, so let's do it.
Which we'll get into. Keith, welcome. How are we feeling? How was the week?
Thank you for having me. I started off the season with you guys. My schedule got a little bit crazy. Now I'm back, happy to be here for the end. I got a little bit of a shameless plug right now, right? So if you're here on the Pickin' Winners channel, you're watching this. If you're not coming from my video right now or me and Tom's video, make sure you go check that out next. This weekend, we've also got UFC 271, the main event being Izzy, the last style bender, Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. We've got some crazy stacked fights in there. And, that'll be Saturday night leading you into the Super Bowl. So whether you're a drinker, a bettor, whatever it is that you do, you're just an all-around sports enjoyer. You're gonna want to be tuned in Saturday night UFC, Sunday Super Bowl. So check us out talking about it. And thank you for having me here, Tyler and Connor. I appreciate it.
Oh, we're happy to have it. So how we normally do is Connor and I would just bang out a couple of NFL games, talk about the spread, over, under, and sprinkle in some props and whatnot. Well, we only have one game. It's the big one. It's the most important game of the entire year. So you guys are gonna have to stick around to see who we actually think is gonna win. But in the interim, we're gonna toss out some props for you guys. Especially with Super Bowl, I think is the most widely betted on game in all of sports. If I'm correct.
I would say in America, I would say you're definitely correct.
Yeah,
but I would say
there's a prop.
worldwide, the World Cup probably beats it by a lot. Yeah. If we're counting the world, but yeah,
that's true.
In America,
definitely in America,
yeah.
Easily the biggest betted on game, and there's a prop for literally anything, national anthem, the color of the Gatorade that's going to be poured on, anything. So we're gonna dive into some props. We're gonna keep it light. So rushing, we gotta have the running backs to produce. So does anybody have any nice rushing props they want to toss out for? Anybody? Keith, I'll let you go.
Listen, I got a good one, and he's not even a running back. I'm going with Joe Burrow. Currently, that number is set at 12.5. I don't know how it's going to move as, the game gets a little bit closer. But, listen, Joe Burrow got no O-line. He's going to have a lot of dudes in his face. They've got a strong front seven on the Rams, going to be attacking him all game long. And, as we've seen against other good defenses like the Chiefs, 2 weeks ago, he knows how to get under there and avoid tackles, like a very young Ben Roethlisberger type of technique, like get under, dip under that, almost like a boxer. So I see Joe Burrow getting under a couple tackles, something coming up high over an offensive lineman, dipping out of there, and easily getting 12.5. He's probably going to get 8 on his first rushing play. So on his first nice scramble. So I'm going with Joe Burrow for 12.5 rushing yards.
Dude, you know what's funny about that? It was 12.5 when the show started. I'm looking at it live right now. It already dropped down to 10.5. So this might be a value play here.
Yes,
I was also going to go with the quarterback. I see FanDuel got tired of me kicking their asses on Matthew Stafford's rushing yards all playoffs. They had it set at 2.5 all playoffs long. And now it's at 5.5. I'm still slamming it. He's going to take off for a couple too. Dude, I was going to go Matt Stafford. It's funny you and Joe Burrow. We're knocking the quarterbacks out of the list. And it's funny, I'm feeling the unders for both of the running backs also in this game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pass-heavy game. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, I think in the last or pretty much every postseason game so far, the under has got Mixon's rushing yards have gone under, and that's what I was going to be leaning with also.
Yeah, I see. Connor knows me well. Throughout this entire season, I've been a massive, massive fan of quarterback rushing props, whether it's to score a touchdown or to rush These are two quarterbacks that are tough and can take hits and like to, crave contact in the end. So I think hammering both of their rushing yards over is great plays for both quarterbacks, if we're being honest. Now this is going to be a tale of the game, pretty much all receiving. These are two quarterbacks like to sling the ball, especially the Rams. They pass 80% of the time. Is anybody have any nice receiving props? I mean, Cooper Kupp is automatic. Let's outside of Cooper Kupp, do we have any gems we want to give the folks?
Samaje Perine over.
It's a good pick.
He's been killing. I believe he had a touchdown in one of the last two postseason games.
Last week, yeah. It was last week. Yep. I'm gonna parlay that Cooper Kupp touchdown that we all think is a lock because everybody in the world thinks it's a lock. I bet you it's not gonna happen. But I mean, it's too good to it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? They're gonna be throwing to Cooper Kupp. He's gonna be guarded by Eli Apple. All right, give me that Cooper Kupp touchdown, and I'm gonna parlay that with OBJ 100 yards because I think if they start keying in on Cooper Kupp when he starts killing Eli Apple, OBJ gets open again just like last week. OBJ 100 yards, Cooper Kupp touchdown together, and then I like a sneaky Van Jefferson touchdown as well.
Dude, Van Jefferson is always a good play. His value is very high. I also like on the topic of touchdowns. Also potentially a defensive touchdown is in the air for this weekend. I don't know. The Rams defense is a bunch of stallions. But as far as receiving it,
since you mentioned that, Ty, I actually was gonna put down first Bengals touchdown, Bengals defense.
What's the odds on that?
I have not looked. I'm not planning on putting a ton of money on that.
Yeah.
I'm not putting a ton of money on that, but I am gonna put some money on it just in case because I'm feeling, the offense getting off to a slow start against that defense, and then the Bengals defense having to come and make a play and get them into the game and get them flowing. I think it might start with a touchdown.
Yeah, I think so some books offer a combined rushing receiving total. Joe Mixon is currently at 63.5 for rushing and receiving combined. I really like that number.
Yeah,
I think that's like they do like to pass to him a lot out in the flat and let him just leg it. So I think that he could, I think that's a nice over. Keith, Conor, you got anything there?
I mean, I'm rolling with Jamar Chase per usual. Yeah, Jamar Chase is like an absolute lock in this one. Listen, Joe Burrow, they keep making a big point of saying it. First quarterback to win the Heisman, and national championship in collge, about to do it in the Super Bowl. And who's been there with him the whole way is his boy Jamar Chase. I definitely see, this going in a direction where Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are together for a very long time and doing it in a way that's successful, very reminiscent of their days at LSU. So I'm going to roll with Jamar Chase's over receiving yards and for a touchdown. He's going to end up catching one in the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that every college quarterback in the NFL wishes they could hold on to some of their boys from college, and Joe Burrow and Jamar get to live that out, which I think is dope, and it works out. It's like that the quarterbacks talk about that like unspoken connection where they just know the receiver just knows where to be and knows where the quarterback likes to put the ball.
You got some quarterbacks that hope it goes that way. Then you got some that can't wait to get some new receivers from college. But I was gonna mention also FanDuel has a prop as of last night at least. I don't know how many times these are gonna change by Super Bowl Sunday, but as of last night when I was looking, Jamar Chase and Cooper Kupp to combine for 200 receiving yards was at plus 100. And you got to think, even if Jalen Ramsey's, holding Jamar down a little bit, which is a possibility, and he gets maybe 70 yards, you got to think Cooper Kupp covers that other 130 anyway.
Yeah, dude. Conor, you got anything? Because I'm feeling there's something I'm feeling here.
Yeah, before you said it, I was feeling Joe Mixon over receiving yards. And as far as an anytime touchdown, I think I'm feeling Odell here. Plus 140. Yeah. I think that's a pretty, I don't want to say safe play, but one I'm most confident in right now.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so I like that. And then moving on, I think that both these quarterbacks are going to throw for 300. There's a There's a prop right now on FanDuel that's plus 150 for Stafford and Burrow to combine for 600 plus passing yards. The way these teams sling the rock, I think it's money.
Is there one that
Plus-
has touchdowns involved in that too? Because
Um,
usually they do a yards and touchdowns combined with the quarterbacks. If they have that, I'll probably take it with a little bit of money on it because I agree with you, Ty. But I also want to find the angle.
TD pass. Either
I
one.
want to find an angle where there's a touchdown play on there too, just to make it even better because I think both will hit.
For them to combine for 4 plus passing touchdowns.
See, I don't know. They might put those together by Super Bowl Sunday. They usually do. And if they do, I'm probably going to take that.
There's going to be more to come out. And this looks a little light compared to what it has been in the past.
Yep.
Because like like the FanDuel book, like they put together like these like props and like they get good odds. Like any non-QB to complete a passing touchdown is plus 1,400. You know, an offensive lineman to have a receiving touchdown is plus 2,000. You know, there's stuff like that.
If the Chiefs were playing, I would have slammed that offensive lineman one. But I don't see these two teams running a play like that. I think they play it more safe and moderate. Yeah.
But right now, Matt Stafford is over 280 and Joe Burrow's plus 270. Over 276. I think those are both automatic hammers in my book.
Yeah, I mean, I think even if you want to play it safe, just going 250 for both of them and combining it in a parlay is pretty safe. 275 even. But I do agree with you. I mean, it's going to be a shootout, in my opinion, as you'll see when we get to the over/under correct score discussions. But yeah, I think there's going to be throwing it all over the. Joe Mixon. I think he's going to get locked up a little bit by that Rams front. And I think that if it's a good game and they're throwing it and the game is flowing, I think the Rams just stick to their passing game because that's what's been killing for them all year.
Yeah.
So I definitely see those hitting, Todd.
Yeah, I like that. Anybody have anything to go against? Anybody think that's going to go under?
Absolutely not.
Only way that goes under is if one of the teams is getting blown out and they have to start running the ball to kill clock. Like if the Rams are up big and they're killing clock, then there's a chance because that's what happened to me. That killed me for the Bucs almost. The Bucs game, Matthew Stafford wasn't going to hit his yards that I had set for him. Then he threw that bomb to Cooper Kupp to not even go in overtime, and that actually hit a parlay for me $2.50 to win 600 on that one.
Hey,
that was clutch. But
very nice.
that almost killed me because they were up big for so long, so early that they were just running clock. You know what I mean? So that's the only way those don't hit. But if it's a good competitive game, they're going to be slinging it.
All right. Anybody have any?
Hopefully, it will be a good competitive game.
Right.
Do we have any? Does anybody think that any player scores two, gets two in the end zone? I think Jamar is a possibility. I think that Odell is always a nice 2-touchdown look. Cooper Kupp's obviously a good 2-touchdown.
Cooper Kupp for sure.
Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's something to look at.
Possibility.
Because you get down on the goal line, they might give Mixon a run play, but they might give him a screen from the 25. The Bengals like to do that. That's how they got Samaje Perine that one.
Those kind of plays are when I like to bet the quarterback touchdowns because you see the handoff and just walk out the back door with it. Mm-hmm. I've got Ryan Tannehill on a couple of those. I've gotten Mahomes on a couple of those. Burrow, I think on one or two. On one.
Yeah, I actually have Joe Burrow. I have Joe Burrow to run in a touchdown in this game. That's I have one big parlay that is some outrageous props all put together. A couple guys to score 2 touchdowns. I've got Odell to score the first touchdown in the game just because he's probably going to have Eli Apple on him. Point that Adam made before. Absolute bum, scrub, former Giant teammates. Anyways, I have Joe Burrow actually running one in this game just because of the point that I made before about how he's going to be using his feet so much in this one. I could see them getting down to like the 10, 12, maybe even out from like the 14, 15 where he's got to move. And, he's got such good vision when he's running that he hooks it out, outside. The play is flowing to the right. All the receivers, corners are flowing out to the right and say he just books it out to the left. And, he's got the open field in there for the touchdown. So, Joe Burrow is one that I actually like in this game a lot.
So if that parlay hits, we'll all know that it did. If we see all of a sudden Keith quits his job and buys a brand new car, we'll see. We'll know.
It won't be a car. It won't be a car. It'll be a retirement somewhere tropical.
So,
I'm telling. I'm tailing that one just in case.
You know, we talk about props. The Super Bowl is a great time for the gimmicky little props, and one of them is the coin toss. I mean, I'm going tails all day.
Tails always fails, yo.
Always.
Heads. Heads, baby.
What? Tails never fails. You ever play Madden?
Tails always
Tell that
fails.
to Josh Allen, bro. Tell that to Josh Allen. He lost because he picked tails.
Tails
He might have been
always
in
fails.
Yo, he might have made the Super Bowl if he would have picked heads.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
The other big one is the over-under on the national anthem. I think the time is 90, 94, 95 seconds, like a minute and a half.
Who's singing it?
That's the biggest thing.
I forget the lady's name, but I know that the national anthem in the last 11 has gone over, and apparently I cannot think of her name, but whoever she is notorious. She's sung the national anthem at other events, is notorious.
Mickey Guyton?
Say it again?
Mickey Guyton?
Yes, apparently she is notorious for going long.
I'm gonna have the over then.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait till the fans are outside the stadium on Saturday timing the rehearsals.
I remember that happened last year. The fans were standing outside the stadium timing it as they were rehearsing.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. I'll put my bet in after that.
Okay, listen. I found Mickey Guyton performs the national anthem on YouTube. It's a minute and 27 seconds long. Cutting it right down to the wire. They know what they're doing with this one.
So I've heard that she could tend to go long, but maybe I'm wrong. But I know that the national anthem overall has gone over in the last 11 games. If
I were her, I'd be looking at that prop and saying, listen, I either got to stretch this last note out real long and, I need my own payday or cut this shit quick.
Yeah, dude. How about that? I'm going to have my brother throw a whatever on it. Throw the house on it, and I will make sure it hits, whichever way you call it.
That's I wonder, has anybody just, I got to hold this last note for extra 5 seconds to cash in a milli?
Or you hear her cut that last one, and the land of the free.
Yeah.
Dude, how about the guy that's filling the Gatorade jugs? Has he got any say in that? Think about it.
Prop now. I'm trying to.
Whatever he sees purple on there. That's probably going to be the highest odds. He's like, all right, let me get some purple Gatorade.
Fuck yeah.
Easy payday, bro. Easy payday. Never got to work one of these stupid Super Bowls again.
Bro, I love that. So the other big prop is, who do we think wins Super Bowl MVP? Well, obviously it might go to the quarterbacks. I think the other, they could go to receiver, but what are our thoughts here? I mean, obviously it always depends on the winner too.
I think it depends on a few things, right? Like you said, the winner. I think if the Bengals do it, it's going to go to Joe Burrow without a doubt, just because, they say it's just on this one game, but really it's a culmination of the postseason, and that's, and the Super Bowl is the culmination of the postseason. So, yeah, Super Bowl MVP is really the postseason MVP.
The best player,
Yeah, so I think that if the Bengals win it, then it's going to be Joe Burrow. Now, I think if the Rams do it, then it really comes down to potentially maybe Aaron Donald, depending on the type of game that he has in the Super Bowl. And I know that his odds are pretty nice going into this one. I think it also could be Cooper Kupp, because some people, in some people's eyes, he's really just been leading this team. Yeah, you got Matthew Stafford over there, but listen, Cooper Kupp is lighting it up like we haven't seen anybody do in a long time. It could be Matthew Stafford.
I was going to say, Jared Goff didn't do that with Cooper Kupp.
No, but
Matthew Stafford. Cooper Kupp got better though.
Yeah,
he got better since then too, though. He's a dog now, and they got OBJ on the other side that opens up. I mean, I know that was only half the season. He was already killing anyway, but I don't think it would be fair to compare that, because Cooper Kupp's gotten a lot better also.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not like Matthew Stafford was really killing shit with just Calvin Johnson over there either. So, I think Cooper Kupp is a big piece of this team right now.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely believe that. Yeah, and then, does anybody have?
Well, I got. If the Bengals win, I got Evan McPherson.
That is, low
Okay.
key though, because because Keith's
Some
point,
good odds.
they do kind of like base it off like the aggregate of their play throughout the postseason, throughout the playoffs. And McPherson, they love him, and he has put them. He won both games for them. Not won it, but you know what I mean. They all fell down. It all came down to him in the end of both the playoff games. So
Yeah, and they were getting ragged on for drafting a kicker. So, and there's a lot of other kickers that would choke in those situations. So McPherson is definitely up there.
He hasn't missed one yet.
That's a good sneaky pick, Adam. I like that a lot.
I mean,
And it might come down to him. Think about it. If it comes down to him on a 55-yarder and he already hit 4 or something like that, it's possible.
I've got a prediction.
Has a kicker won a Super Bowl MVP?
Huh?
Probably not.
Because
you saw
if Vinatieri has won one, then nobody has.
Go ahead, Connor.
you saw how Akil Talib put out his pick for Aaron Donald this morning. I took Aaron Donald I locked that in last week, so I am kind of stressing about that now that he's pumping that up.
Yeah, it's tough.
I love it. Well, we talked about the props and who's going to do what. We only have one last thing to talk about is who's going to win. So with all that being said, who wants to kick it off with their predictions for how this game's going to turn out?
It's the year of the Tiger. Go Bengals.
Yes, sir. I've got the Bengals as well, but, I've got this one in a real absolute barn burner, right? So as of right now, the first half spread is 2.5. And I'm actually rolling with the Rams to win the first half -2.5, right? I like that first half spread a lot, but then I'm also rolling with the Bengals to win this one in a tight game. We mentioned Evan McPherson, right? Like this final score, it keeps popping up in my head. He said, year of the Tiger, got a couple numbers, right? Like the numbers, they just keep coming to me, bro. I'm like the dude in the Call of Duty Black Ops game, bro. It's like the numbers. Yo, I got 24-21 Bengals taking it over the Rams. It's going to come down to a 10-second clock with Evan McPherson marching out there. I like that 55, but I'm thinking it's going to be 24 points on a 24-yard field goal, and Evan McPherson is going to win the game for the Bengals. That's what I'm going with, 24-21. Yo,
on a 24-yard field goal.
Huh?
On a 24-yard field goal. That's what you're calling? 24-21, a 24-yard field goal. All right. All right.
It's the numbers, bro. The numbers.
You put $1 on that, then what? You put $1 on that for what?
I'll tell you right now.
Dude, it'll give you something nice, dude.
All right, well, I'm going Bengals 38-30 while we're at it.
38-30?
Connor, what you got?
Got the Bengals +4. I don't have a particular score. I saw something about the Simpsons predicting 34-31 Bengals. I know that's +8,000 on FanDuel.
What?
Uh-oh.
Enlighten.
Uh-oh.
What is
I
that?
saw a video this morning of someone saying the Simpsons had the Bengals winning 34-31 +8,000 on FanDuel.
Oh, well, I'm definitely gonna look at that.
That is +8,000. Yeah.
Dude, the FanDuel is so crazy. Where even is the correct?
Tyler gets you $80. This guy just got legal sports gambling. Look at him.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding.
You can blame my bank for that one. Drive me nuts.
I'm trying to find my Bengals 38-30. I don't even think they have it. Nope.
Well, see,
Bengals 24-21. I put $5, and it's about. No, I put $4 to win $1,000, so it's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this is totally bad for.
It's all good. Yo, I don't know. I can't find anything to corrupt. I've seen the stills of that Simpsons thing, but bro, since you said 34-31, it just makes me feel that much better about that 24-21. Because, bro, something about those Simpsons future predictions are always off just by a little bit, right? Like they had this guy running for president in 2012 when he really ran in 2016, and then they got this happening on this day when it really so that 34-31, if that's the case, it makes me feel that much better about the 24-21.
Okay, so then here's my take. So if the Simpsons are kind of off sometimes, then I'm just I'll take the Rams 34-31 Bengals cover.
Okay. Sure. So that's where the episode ends, right?
I don't know. You'll see. So like I've kind of been made to die on this hill, and you'll see why in the upcoming days per Men of Order and one Chad. You'll see.
Order.com. Check it out.
Yeah, you'll see why I've been made to die on this hill. But overall, I like the Bengals plus 4.5, just in general.
Okay. Bet.
So that gives way to a lot. So that's what I'm rolling with.
All right, sounds good.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I hope that at the end of this weekend, we are not all broke and living on the street and trying to, what does Keith say? Surrounding on Wendy's. We'd rather be, eating that caviar, lobster, surf and turf, whatever, after this weekend. That's word to Keith. I know he likes,
Yes, sir. Don't lose your rent money, bro. Eat good this weekend.
Dude, I will say this. I'm perfectly set up right now because I put a future in on the Rams back in August in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I'll hedge by saying, or I'll be honest by saying I also put more money on my Ravens than I did on the Rams. But, the Rams payout is 140 if they win. So I just put 140 on the Bengals to win 400 because why not? I'm either breaking even or I'm up 400. So
how about futures?
I'll take it.
So like Conor and I talked, and I said on our last show that I had a future that was hanging in the balance. And on September 2nd of last year, I put down money on a Rams-Chiefs Super Bowl. It hurt. It hurt.
Yeah, I had Bucs Bills going into this year.
That one hurt.
I guessed it correctly last year, Bucs Chiefs. I had Bucs Bills going into this year, and it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, let's see. We hope we will make you guys some money. But with all that being said, let's get on out of here. Adam, do you have anything for the people? That you want to say?
Yeah, if you made it this long, you might as well take a few extra minutes and go check out menoforder.com. The sports section is populated with Pickin winners. They'll be back for the Super Bowl weekend. I also write a lot of articles there. And we got a brand new site, just went live. It looks great on mobile, great on desktop. So, yeah, check it out.
Yeah, dude, me and Chad from Pickin Winners got a nice little something cooking for this week. You guys will not for Pickin Winners, for Men of Order. You'll see that coming out soon this week. It'll be nice. Conor, do you have anything for the folks?
No, nothing coming.
Yeah. So
yeah, there is. There's always something coming from Conor. Connor's going to be covering the NBA now that football's ending.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was a little surprise.
NBA picks every day. No, I'm kidding.
Don't know when, but something will be coming.
20 NBA picks a day. You heard it here first. No. So me personally, I'm dropping. I hope everybody's tailing the lacrosse blog. It was the first one I dropped for college this past weekend. It did very well. I had to explain Duke in February to all the people who don't watch college lacrosse. I really enjoyed doing that. I like bringing that to the general. I call the general public. The public who's not on lacrosse Twitter, but college lacrosse, you can bet on it now. This is crazy. For me, I never thought this would happen. So, it made me more money than football has in a long time. So, what a weekend.
Yeah. Well, you helped me out. I had a nice weekend because of you too, Tyler. I appreciate that. And, I want to plug it one more time. The UFC stuff, right? Me and Tom, we got Pickin fights. That video will probably be going live around the same time as this one. So check that out. At least give it a like, comment what you think, stick around. Fast forward to the end of the video. There's going to be timestamps. If you just want information on the main event, go check that out. Plus, over on pickinwinners.org, right, we got our blogs up there. I'm going to be putting up my personal probably 3, 4, maybe even 5 favorite picks for UFC 271. And I've been hitting big on some of those, some props. I've been picking the method of decision properly, even sometimes coming down to the round. So I'm going to hit you up with those over at pickinwinners.org. And, if you're out there, make sure that you follow us on our Twitter and our Instagram @_pickinwinners on both. Interact with us there. Come by, say what's up. Say what's up to Conor, Tyler, Adam, myself, Tom. The whole team, come
All
by,
say
say
it
what's up.
if you want. You can say how dumb we are. It doesn't, it says, oh, these guys are morons for these picks. Here's what I think. That's
Yeah.
fine. We don't care. We want to. If you help other people make money in the end, then that's just doing your good deed. And me
Yeah, but
personally,
Yeah, just be nice. Just be nice to Keith because you might hurt his feelings.
Nah,
It's
nah.
not too, it's
I
not too
catch a
thorough.
lot of flack on the Twitter sphere.
yeah,
People are just mad they didn't tail me.
Well-
But with that being said, if you do tail us responsibly. All right, don't be stupid out there. So be responsible. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the Super Bowl. If you go out and you drink, take an Uber or Lyft, or get your mother to come pick you up because we don't want anybody getting banged up this Super Bowl. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah. With that being said, I hope everybody has a happy, healthy, and responsible weekend of gambling. We out.